Hey everyone, it's Christine from American Root Flower Farm. It's going to be a super nice day today. I think the forecast says it's going to be about 77. Right now it's probably about 70. Goodbye, camera. Dexter's knocking over the camera. We got a lot of hot days in our forecast. We've got, I think we go up to 85. We go up to 85. And next week we go up to 85. And so super excited about that. Let's see, I don't even know what I'm going to do out here yet today. But I know that things need to be done. Things always need to be done. These seedlings, I got to water the seedlings for the You Pick Flower Farm. My seed trays, I got to water those. That's the first thing I need to do. I think I'm going to pull out my ranunculus. I think that's probably what I'm going to do after watering these. So let's just water these and then we'll continue on from there. It's a bra and adult beverage day. Today's video is brought to you by Dying Breed in Oakdale, and this is the Trapped in Utah beer adult beverage. They're not sponsored, they're just our friends. And so yeah, if you haven't tried it, try them.
I went away, off to the city where it's fast and cold, and I was all alone.
If you guys are new to my channel, we are starting a flower farm, a You Pick Flower Farm, and so this is my bed of seed trays with zinnias and cosmos, gumfrena. Those are going to be out on the You Pick Flower Farm. I'm getting those started now because the beds aren't ready yet. And so that is my bed and bench full of the seed trays for the flower farm. And so again, while I was watering, I decided I'm going to take out my complete second succession of ranunculus because they're done, and I need that space to plant some more summer loving annuals for cutting and selling. Yeah, so let's get over there and do that. So I'm gonna cut the last few of the ranunculus that are in this bed. I'm gonna cut them and then I'm gonna dig them up. So in this bed, this is actually, it's incorrected because this was my first succession of ranunculus right here. But they bloomed second. They bloomed after my second succession, if that makes sense. So what I'm gonna do, I have drip line in here. I have 1/4 inch drip line. I'm gonna pull that up before I get to digging out those the corms. Typically you want to wait till the foliage completely dies off before you pull out your ranunculus corms. That way they regenerate. I'm in need for this space, and so last year I also done this. I pulled them out early, and so that's what I'm going to do because I really need this space. I'm going to plant sunflowers in here, so I'm going to pull up the drip line and move it off to the side. I'm going to get a shovel and gently pull out all of the corms. And then I'll let those guys dry. I'll set them off to the side in the shade and shake the dirt off of them. I'll rinse them off maybe tomorrow. And then and try to salvage them and save them for next year. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's get removing this 1/4 inch strip line and then digging out the corms.
I went away, off to the city where it's fast and cold, and I was all alone with a million amount of people that didn't know my name. And I wore my suit and I was making lots of money, but it never soothed my soul. I felt a whole lot richer with a cool breeze from the river. It'd make a dollar shiver in a poor boy's jeans, and I'd hear them songs, those lullabies from mama, they shine more than gold. And confidence in the callous stands of poppers, those callous stands of poppers, they would wipe away my tears. there's pretty girls on every corner, on every.
So when I have when I pull them out, right, they look like this, but you can tell there's multiple corms in there, and so I kind of gently like wiggle them apart. To get the individual corms. And then there's more in here. Like you can see the definite division right here, that there's a different stem, a different stalk, and it's wiggly. So I just wiggle it, gently wiggle it, like kind of like pulling a tooth, I guess. And wiggle that guy out of there. This is the easiest time, I feel like, to separate your corms. Now there's more in here, but I'm not going to fiddle with it anymore because nothing feels loose. Nothing else feels loose in there. Well, kind of, but I don't want to mess with it too much. And so then I also tap them to tap off the loose dirt. It'll make it easier when I go to wash them.
Them boys back home just dancing all night, kicking guitars and banjos, picking them homegrown songs, and fires would burn and nights would last forever. I wish they'd last forever, because Lord, I miss them so. I went away off to the city where
My forehead is definitely glistening. Ona just came out and said this is the first real warm day, and I feel it, but it feels so great. So during my excavations of the ranunculus, I found what looks to be, and I'm pretty sure is coneflower, which must have traveled over from the bed over from last year, but it's got a good nice root on it. So I'm just gonna pop that in the ground in my back beds, I think.
Maybe in the front yard.
Oh yeah, a better idea. I'm gonna give it to Ona and let him put it in the front yard. So I have this nice little rake. It's just a short guy, but I love it. I'm gonna rake this up, but I'm not gonna give it to my chickens. Normally I would give the foliage to my chickens or break it down in the soil, but I'm not gonna do that because there's powdery mildew and I don't want to feed that to my chickens. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I've flattened out the bed, and I'm gonna lay the drip line before I put down the seeds. That way I know where to put the seeds at.
Lights from mama, they shine more than gold, and confidence in the callous stands of poppers, those callous stands of poppers, they would wipe away my tears.
Okay, so I went in the house and I grabbed some seeds, sunflower seeds, not for eating, but I've got the white light, and I've also got the Procut peach. They're both Procut. The Procut peach and the white light. I've yet to see the Procut peach in real life. I didn't grow this one last year. Not sure if I grew the white light last year, but I did grow some a white version of sunflowers, but I don't remember which one they were. So let's get these in the ground. And we're gonna plant these. Dirty hands. We're gonna plant these guys 6 inches apart. Some even closer, because I just spoke to my florist and she said that she likes sunflowers in all sizes. She likes she likes to work with the smaller ones. She also likes to work with the big ones. The big ones are fun to work with. So our spacing is gonna be all over the place with these, but it's gonna be between 4 and 6 inches on most of them. I may do a couple a little further than that, like 9 inches, because the size, so how close, if I didn't say this before, how close you plant your sunflower seeds is how big your sunflowers will be. So the closer you plant them together, the smaller the sunflower. The further apart, the bigger the sunflower. So let's get planting.
Millions of miles with their heads hanging down. When that sun don't shine, it's gonna soggy up your spirit. Soggy up your spirit, it'll force you down. But them boys back home just dancing all night, kicking guitars and banjos, picking them homegrown songs, and fires would burn and nights would last forever. I wish they'd last forever, because Lord, I miss them so. I went away.
All right, so I got all those in there and covered with soil. I covered them with about a ½ inch of soil. And now I'm gonna water them in. If you don't know this, When you start seeds, you have to keep them very moist until they actually sprout. And so, because even though I have drip line in here, I'm still gonna have to come out here at least once a day and make sure that these guys are watered in. And speaking of watering in sunflower seeds, I still have those sunflowers around the side of the house that I planted for the neighbor on my side of the fence, so that the neighbor can see them. I'm gonna water these in, or water those in afterwards. Okay, so I've watered these in. As you can see, I watered them in until the ground looks waterlogged. It is waterlogged. I water it until the water stands on top of the soil for a little while. That way I know that the soil is very moist all the way down, and will stay wet for at least 12 hours. We are looking at 77 degrees today, and so the water will evaporate pretty quickly. But that should be good enough for today, and then I'll come out here and water that tomorrow morning. Let's get over to the other sunflowers. So I don't have a hose. Well, I don't know that my hose will reach all the way over here. I'm sure it will, but it's got to tackle through everything that's underneath the patio. So look at this mess over here. I'm gonna stand here. Maybe you've never seen it. Don't go back because I'm not gonna edit it out. Don't skip back over it to see it, okay? So anyway, so I don't know that my hose will reach over here, and I don't feel like battling the hose, so I fill up a watering can, and that's how I'm gonna water. And I'm gonna sneakishly sneak over here and cover up this pile of mess back with the cart without you being able to see it. If you're wondering what's underneath that tarp, it's a bunch of lawnmower, pool pump, kid toys, kid motorized bikes that don't work anymore, and so yeah. Let's get watering. All right, so my phone died. My phone died, so it stopped recording, so I couldn't show you guys what I'd done last. So what I did was I watered in those sunflower seeds that I planted the other day. They were pretty dry, so fingers crossed that they will actually sprout. I let them get a little too dry, but let's see. And then I put some Sluggo out because this area, because the dirt had been disturbed, so I wanted to make sure to get that Sluggo back down there so that it will kill the snails, because I know the snails, the slugs, we have a bad issue with them over here because of the stuff that's over here on this other side. It's a perfect living environment for them, so I know they come from that area. But I didn't see any snail trails today, so that's good. That's good. That means that Sluggo is probably working, and but just in case, I put some more down because the soil was disturbed, so I want to make sure to keep that there. I also put Sluggo over in the sunflower bed that I just planted. I put Sluggo in there because I seen a few slugs while I was pulling out this ranunculus and planting the sunflower seeds, and so I made sure to put some Sluggo in there, and then I watered that in as well, because you got to keep that Sluggo wet. When you first lay it down, you got to keep it wet so that it activates it, I don't know, swells it up so it attracts the snails, slugs, pincher bugs, and whatever not, whatever it kills, so that the snails, slugs, pincher bugs, the plant-eating bugs that are on the ground, it kills them. They eat it. It attracts them. They eat it, and then they run off to their homes or whatever, and then they die. Sad, but I don't want any snails, slugs, or pincher bugs. I'm actually very afraid of pincher bugs. I don't like them. They're so creepy. I'm just as scared of pincher bugs as I am spiders. Yeah. So I'm gonna close out this video. I'm done. Done for the day, at least for right now. I've got a baby awake now, and so I gotta tend to him. And remember, my flower friends, keep your hands dirty. And I don't say it very often, but like and subscribe to follow along, to keep up with what I'm doing in my garden, and what I'm doing for the U Pig Flower Farm. So